Stock market today analysis for Aloha Thursday, March 2nd, 2023. In the description below this video is a link to iofsuccess.com. Check out iofsuccess.com. The strategy that you'll learn is not necessarily easy, it's not simple to implement, but it is easy. It's not simple because there's moving parts. You got to sell an option. You got to sell an option on a stock. You got to be able to do a little bit of fundamental analysis on the stock to know if it's a stock that would be worthy of you. And then if you get assigned, you got to decide whether, this sort of stock is something that you want to keep for a long term or you kind of want to do the wheel strategy with it. So right here is going to be a video popping up. Get ready. It's coming up. Boom! It was right there at the 1 minute mark. I put it at the 1 minute so it'd be easy for you to remember. Right? You can remember one. This video will give you 5 reasons why you should do this. When you have a good idea of why you should do something, figuring out the how-to becomes a lot easier. There's a lot of little how-tos to this strategy. But when you understand the whys, it's 100% worth it. And overall, it's easy. It's a lot easier than picking direction and doing a lot of these other things. What's the trade-off? Nothing is perfect. There's always a downside to something. Well, the big downside to this is it's slow. You are not going to get rich quick. It ties up capital. This is definitely being the tortoise. But if you're basically kind of new to the stock market, you're new to options, or whatever your situation is, you're really busy, tell you what, this is gold. It definitely is gold. Let's get into looking at some things here. So today we didn't have any real big major announcements that Forex Factory puts in red, but tomorrow we're going to have one. Speaking of red, not as much red on the old heat map today. We had more advancers than decliners, although we still definitely got the majority making new lows, and a little bit more than majority are below the 50-day moving average, and right around barely over 50% are below the 200-day moving average. And as far as bears and bulls go, we had 62% bear today. Let's see how all this green looked. We're looking at the futures right now, just so your good buddy Brent here can get an idea that this is our current candle. These are the 4 main indices of the stock market. Currently just opened up, kind of going sideways, down to sideways. Look at we're a fair distance away. I don't know if it's a fair distance away, but compared to here, we're on the 200-day moving average. We're on the 200-day moving average. We are closer to the 200-day moving average, so this distance from the 200-day moving average compared to the other 3, it's a kind of a fair distance away. But moving sideways, when you got this big drop, we're still in the bottom portion. You got this big drop. We're not even in the top. We're not even in the bottom 10% of this candle. Same thing over here. Same thing over here. How about Bitcoin? Look at that big old drop today in Bitcoin. So we were thinking, 23 to 24,000. Well, down here testing the 22. Tell you what, basically day trading, short-term trading, Bitcoin. I really don't know what the margin requirement is and things like that, because the state I live in, People's Republic of Hawaii, does not give me enough freedom to easily transact and trade some Bitcoin. So your good buddy Brent is not a free man, not able to trade some Bitcoin. So I don't know. It looks like, with how much it moves though, it looks like you could potentially make some money. Of course, you could lose some money, but that's the whole part of this, right? You get rewarded for skill. Silver down here testing that 200-day moving average. Gold went down, pivoted though, and it's getting stuck right in here. Natural gas pulled up just a little bit, and crude oil, right? We are at 77 and some change. Where is that going to go? Looks like it's having a hard time getting up here to 80. And just a little while ago, the most recent the monthly high was 82. Now the monthly high is 80 and some change. And if that is any indication, combined with this, it looks like it's going to peter out. If it starts moving down, then just kind of getting a series of lower highs, with a 10-year treasury yield still cruising up. And what did we see happen today in the general markets? Dollar up, pressing against this 200-day moving average, 20-year treasuries down, VIX down, which it's like going down no matter what. The stock market is like tanking here, and the VIX is just like not really reacting. So do with it what you will. I don't know. I guess I'm just not going to trade related to the VIX. But all four of our indices had some big up candles for the day. All right, S&P 500 bouncing off this 200-day moving average. Dow Jones getting close to it, and NASDAQ opening below this 200-day moving average but closing up above, and the Russell 2000 still a bit of ways away compared to our other four. Now, we don't want to necessarily start writing home to mom and dad, grandma and grandpa, and saying that the cows came home because this upward strong bull candle for a day, because look, we had one right here, right, and it still went down. So putting it into context of everything else that we've seen so far, it's like, this could easily be short covering rally. You know what that means? It means that when you short through here, you have to sell to open. There's only two ways you can open a position. You can buy to open, or you can sell to open. So buy to open, sell to open. If you buy to open, you sell to close. If you sell to open, you buy to close. What pushes stocks up? Buying. What pushes stocks down? Selling. So that's could be that. Let's look at the 12 sectors quickly and see if we get what we get out of that. Okay, we got buying, but look at after this downward, we got this bottoming tail here. Got a big candle to the upside, big candle to the upside, big candle upside. Everything is up in relation to going down, though. Tomorrow will end this week, and that will be exciting to see how some other things are, how the weekly charts will play out. Which one do I got going on right here? Okay, that's good enough. So what we'll do really quickly now is we'll take a look at, what are we going to look at? We'll go through the 10 top stocks per each indices. So start with the S&P 500. We already looked at the S&P 500. Apple is one of the top ones. And what do we see going on with Apple? I'm guessing we're going to see a lot of up candles, just like everything. But in relationship to what? Been going down. Really need to see, now Apple's below this 200-day moving average. We really need to see, in order to start getting this bear out of the woods and get into the bull pastures, probably got to get over 150 and stay above 150. Last time we got over 150, come up here and test the 155 twice, kind of here, pulled back, came up again here, pulled back. So gotta do that. Amazon, even though it's up, it's like you look at that candle, wow, that looks so great. But golly gee willikers, when you look at 1 year, not looking so great. How about Warren Buffett? Warren Buffett, this is a little more bullish than some of the other things, but it's just kind of a sideways cruiser, and we still got a high and a lower high. Really got to get over this 310 and then through the 320. Google happens to be in here twice. We can only speculate on why they would do that, but we could definitely speculate. And again, we got this great upward candle, but don't get too excited. Look at this long trend where we've been in. This was pretty telling right here. Tried to rally up right here, couldn't do it. So let's see how far this rally is going to go. Jamie Dimon, aka JP Morgan Chase, kind of looking like Berkshire Hathaway in a ways, but we got a down candle on that one. First down candle we saw for the day that I remember. Meta had that pop up here, and then it got zonked. It got Zuckerberged. It just kind of berging, like the Hindenburg kind of going down. Maybe not as bad as the Hindenburg, but how about Microsoft? Billy Gates, the guy. And what do we got going on here? We got sold off, and then today, boom, right back to it. But below this 200-day moving average, got over that 200-day, and back down here. So, you know, if it's going to stay under the 200-day, then that's what it's going to do. And Nvidia gapped all the way up here, hitting this 240, kind of pulling back. So let's see. But still, we got this high, lower high. You know, a lot of this is about time frame. You know, what's your SPY? How did you get? I'm not sure how you got in there. I think that's supposed to be something else, but I don't remember what it is off the moment. I'll have to check that and change that later. My apologies. Tesla. I heard it dropped on some lackluster throwing bricks into Cybertruck windows. No, that was a while ago, but yeah. So dropped down, rallied up a little bit, but it gapped down. It's below here. So we got this series of lower highs. It couldn't get above the 200-day moving average. We'll see how that's going to play out. We'll look at the NASDAQ next via the Qs. And what do we got going? There we go. Okay, so I think I figured out what that problem was. Anyways, we looked at Apple. We looked at all these except for, did we look at Nvidia? We sure did. There was one. It seemed like there was one we missed. PayPal. PayPal. What did PayPal do? PayPal is just kind of still looking super bearish there. There should be two of them. What's the other one in here that isn't in? Well, I'll have to redo this some other time when I'm not taking up your time in front of the camera. Let's go with Diamonds, not Jamie Dimon. We'll go with the Dow Jones United Health Group. Even though we got that candle up today, look at this, hitting, maybe making two bottoms right here, maybe. Not sure. We got this 500, really some resistance pulling through there, and 480 seems to be hitting some resistance in there. Government Sachs had that W formation going and just failed right through here. Now we're back down to here. I get it. I guess we're back down here. Opened up today down here, and nothing. You know, you could really get on TV and hoot and holler and be all excited about this up day, but when you just look at up day in relationship to everything else, it's just looking less than stellar. Unless you are profit. Ooh, there we go. What was it, Salesforce? All right, we got something that popped up for the day. Is that going to start floating back down like the other ones? McDonald's. Ray Kroc popped up today, but we still got these. If it's not going to break this channel right here, which looks like it's kind of making a bottom through here, downward on the side. If it keeps doing this, if it keeps going, compressing to the side and kind of flattening out this way, it'll probably end up breaking to the downside. And Honeywell International, boom, trying to rally up to that 200-day. It did rally up to that 200-day, but not breaking through. Visa, at least something is looking somewhat bullish. You can pull back down here. Let's see how it's going to end the week, and then if it ends the week kind of going sideways or up, we possibly still could be in this uptrend. It's got to start making some way up, though, before it's kind of violating that and going sideways or dropping down. Amgen, you know, again, no matter what, we got a strong up day yesterday, and I mean, I guess if we want to look for something positive, if you're a bull, at least it's trading in the top 50% of this candle. But you know, I don't know. Like, is there at some point, is it delusion when you see this? That doesn't look good. Boeing. Okay, there we go. Got some potential. Maybe you could, you know, get back up in here, but it's running into this resistance right in there. And then let's look at the fun and exciting Russell 2000. You get some interesting ones like this. Not sure how this got on there, but it is in there. And just looking down. How about Shockwave? Shockwave, it's kind of looking down. Not a shocker there. Biohaven, look at that. It's not even, doesn't even have like, hasn't even been trading that long, but it's just floating down. Really sold off today. Everything else is going up. Biohaven starting to take a dive. We got a little gap up here on Intelia, and but overall, it's gonna have to do more than gap up like that to turn into from the bear to the bull. Okay, here we go. Crocs are still looking pretty bullish. And with Chart Industries, it's still you know, nothing exciting unless you want to do Iron Condor maybe, or some sort of credit spread. And we got the old cool Karuna going sideways here. What is, oh, here, Lattice Semiconductor. Okay, there we go. I can still see some bullish stuff, but we gotta keep going up, right? We gotta keep that up train going, and we gotta see what happens around 90. Pilius, or whatever that is. My pronunciation is pretty bad. We got up here hitting around this 67 to 70, and it's pulling back. But this one might be pretty fun to trade. So, comrades, what do I see? I see a volatile market. I think this is a good market to trade. I think this is a very fantastic market. I would love to be living in Eastern Standard Time Zone. Wake up around 6:30, exercise, get ready, market open, maybe up in front of my computer by 9, and just be fully engaged until about 4 o'clock. Yeah, sounds like a great Monday through Friday to me. But here we are, pulling back down here. Still below this 400 mark, and kind of came up a little bit. But let's see how tomorrow ends up. Just kind of going sideways, and it seems to be kind of pushing up here, but it's kind of flattening out here. Let's see how it shakes out. Again, still let's say if we're into 400, then we got 420 to 380 would be kind of our, you know, which way is it going to go? How fast is it going to get there? What's going to happen in the process of going there? Should start giving us you know, more indication. One thing that you know, obviously I am a big proponent of selling cash secured put options on stocks you don't mind owning, whether it's the wheel strategy, whether it's you want to build a dividend and covered call portfolio to take care of you into your great, you know, olden years. But another thing that if you're looking for something else to do, consider just trading one stock. Right? Consider one stock. Really learn the personality of that one stock and figure out a way to trade that stock given you know, your schedule and things like that, and make something happen. What's nice about the markets is that there's certain strategies you can do that are very low maintenance. Like this one, this is very, very low maintenance. So you can do this and you can do some other stuff. This strategy right here will start helping you build the skills to do other stuff more effectively. With that, if you got any questions for me, you want to get a hold of me right here, hit up this Contact Us page. That Contact Us is me, myself, and I. Aloha.